Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe so you won't miss future updates. Let me bring you what is going on now with that headline. Simon Ekpa addresses his Biafra people from Finland. This is a lifestyle news and gist session, so let's go straight in. Simon Ekpa is a controversial figure. He is a Finnish citizen originally from Nigeria, and he claims leadership of what he calls the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. Now, that headline, Simon Ekpa addresses his Biafra people from Finland, is consistent with what he often does. He gives speeches, statements, sometimes video broadcasts from Finland aimed at supporters in the southeastern region of Nigeria, the Ekpa Biafra region. But here's what's new and what you need to know about what's happening in real time. What's going on now with Simon Ekpa conviction in Finland? Very recently, Simon Ekpa was sentenced in a Finnish court to 6 years in prison. The charges include participation in a terrorist organization, public incitement to commit crime for terrorist purposes, aggravated tax fraud, violating regulations of legal practice, claiming to act in capacities he was not allowed. The court found that Ekpa, from Finland, used his networks to facilitate support, weapons, logistics, and incitement for violence in Nigeria. Extradition questions and location. There have been rumors on social media that Ekpa has been extradited to Nigeria, or that he is now being tried in Nigeria, but independent fact-checkers have debunked that. As of now, he remains in Finland's custody. The Finnish court is the one that handled the case. IPOB's reaction? The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, the group often associated with the Biafra separatist movement, has publicly distanced themselves from Ekpa's conviction. They claim they were not part of some of his directives or operations. Security and violence in the southeast. Meanwhile, in Nigeria's southeast, violence still lingers. For instance, gunmen attacked civilians on the Okigwe-Owerri highway in Imo State, killing dozens and setting many vehicles ablaze. Some suspect the Eastern Security Network, ESN, which is often linked to IPOB, might be involved. So, while Ekpa is in Finland, the tensions, conflicts and disputes he is tied to continue back home. Self-referendum and Biafra declaration. Another related development, Ekpa and his BRGIE had organized a self-referendum 2024 on restoring an independent Biafra. Following that, they declared Biafra restored or to be restored on 29th November 2024. But note that restoration has no legal recognition from Nigeria, and there's intense resistance, including from the Nigerian government, which labels these acts as separatists or even terrorism. Why the live address matters and what he might aim to achieve. When Ekpa addresses his Biafra people from Finland, he's doing more than just speaking. He is maintaining his presence. Even while in custody or under legal pressure, he wants to be seen as active, as a leader of the cause in exile. Motivating supporters. Speeches are intended to keep morale high among followers, to encourage compliance with his directives, e.g., sit at home campaigns, or to push defiance. Responding to legal developments. After conviction, he may use addresses to protest the verdict, claim injustice, rally international attention. Framing his narrative, he wants to control how the story spreads, presenting himself as victimized or persecuted, appealing for sympathy, legitimacy, or negotiations. Given his 6-year sentence, every public address would be strategically important. either for appeal or to reassure supporters, or to pivot the movement's next steps. Challenges and criticisms he faces: legal legitimacy. Many question whether a court in Finland has jurisdiction to try acts that allegedly took place in Nigeria. Though Ekpa is in Finland, the crimes concern cross-border incitement and alleged support of groups in Nigeria. Disconnection from grassroots. While he speaks from Finland, some critics say he's disconnected from realities on ground. Leaders in Nigeria may have more influence locally. IPOB's rejection or distancing. IPOB's unwillingness to fully back him weakens his claim to speak for the movement. Risk of escalation. Some of his directives, like sit at home, have caused economic losses, tension, conflict, and sometimes violent enforcement, leading to pushback from government and some locals. We have a headline that says Simon Ekpa addresses his people from Finland, but the context is heavy. He is now convicted in Finland. His case is polarizing, and his words carry risk and impact. The movement for Biafra is under strain, under scrutiny, and very much contested from many sides. If you want me to continue, go deeper into the transcript of his address, reactions from Southeast Nigeria, or how governments, Nigeria and Finland are responding. Just say, continue, and I will keep going. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe, share with others so people can know what's really going on. Let me know if you want me to unpack the language of his address or reactions in your state. Listen up. And if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe. Hit that bell so you don't miss updates. I'm coming back to you straight after that headline. Simon Ekpa addresses his Biafra people from Finland. There's a chain reaction you must understand, because what he says from abroad matters here at home. The Finnish court has already found him guilty and handed him a 6-year jail term for terrorism-related offenses, tax fraud, and breaches of legal practice. This is not a small story. It's huge, and it changes the game for the separatist movement and for security in the southeast. Now, hear me carefully. Ekpa's conviction means two main things at once. First, a European court has said his activities went beyond speech. The court ruled there was incitement to violence and support for armed activity. Second, even with him in custody, the movement he claims to lead does not simply disappear. People on the ground still react to his commands. Old networks still exist, and rivals or splinter groups may try to take advantage. This dual reality is critical for everyone watching. Your security, your business, your family plans can be affected. Let's talk about reactions. IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, has publicly tried to distance itself from Ekpa's conviction. They say his conviction is his alone and not the responsibility of IPOB as an organization. That statement matters because it shows a split in messaging and offers a chance for some leaders to say, we are not behind violent actions. But words on paper don't always stop violence on the road or the enforcement of sit-at-home orders that hurt traders, students, and workers. On the government side, Abuja is watching closely. The Nigerian authorities have welcomed the verdict in Finland and used it to justify tougher action against separatist activities at home. You should expect more security operations, more arrests, and a louder message from the federal government. Separatist violence will not be tolerated. That increases the risk of clashes. For people living in the southeast, that means stay alert, avoid flashpoints, and be careful about posting or sharing materials that inflame tensions. Now, the economy. Remember the set-at-home campaigns. Mondays and other days when commerce shuts down because of threats or directives. Analysts say those campaigns have cost the country massively and led to hundreds of deaths over the last few years. When leaders call for shutdowns, markets freeze, transport stops, and families lose income. If Ekpa's followers decide to push for more of those actions in reaction to his conviction, ordinary people will suffer. So traders, drivers, shop owners, plan, but stay safe. There's also the information war. After the sentence, there were viral posts claiming Ekpa was released or that Finland had pardoned him. Those claims circulated fast and caused confusion. Fact-checkers in and outside Nigeria have debunked those release rumors. Ekpa remains legally under sentence, and people are sharing old videos as if they are new. So a big point for you: don't forward videos that haven't been verified. Check reliable news outlets before you share. False claims can inflame emotions and provoke risky behavior. Let me say this plainly. The court's decision in Finland does not magically stop attacks or guarantee peace. It changes leadership dynamics and gives governments stronger evidence to pursue suspects. But the reality on the ground is decided by many actors: local cells, criminal gangs, security forces, and ordinary citizens. If you live in states like Imo, Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, or Abia, be cautious of checkpoints, sudden roadblocks, and staged protests. If you run a business, have backup plans for supply and cash flow. If you are a student, check with your school before you travel. Simple common sense saves lives. To my people in the southeast, this is not the time for revenge or for taking sides in ways that explode into violence. Use lawful channels. Report threats to the proper authorities. If you see someone pushing violence on social media, don't amplify it. Report it. Keep your families safe. And again, please like this video and subscribe. Share this message so your neighbors hear it too. What should the government do? The state should pursue justice, but also open space for dialogue with non-violent stakeholders. Heavy security responses without clear community engagement make things worse. Civil society and community leaders must push for talks that include the concerns of ordinary people, unemployment, marginalization, and local governance. Those are the real issues that extremists exploit. If you are a local leader, use your influence to calm the situation, not inflame it. What should civil society and journalists do? Stick to verified facts. Challenge rumors. Build forums where voices from the southeast can be heard without threat of violence. Right now, reliable reporting matters more than ever. For viewers watching, if you see a misleading headline or a doctored video, send it to a credible newsroom or fact-checking outfit before you forward it. Let me say something direct to supporters who still listen to Ekpa's speeches. Peaceful advocacy is fine, but anything that leads to killing, kidnapping, burning, or forcing people into idle days hurts our own children. Think about that. Your cause loses moral footing the moment civilians suffer. Protect your people first. I want to be clear. This story is not finished. There will be appeals, court moves, statements, and counter-statements. There will be international attention because when a European court convicts a foreign-born activist for cross-border offenses. Other countries watch closely. Some online videos will claim different things: release, pardon, new trials. Don't take every clip at face value. Wait for reputable outlets. Before I close this segment, and remember, if you want me to go deeper into the actual words Ekpa used in his address, or read through reactions from specific communities or states, tell me. I want you to do 3 things right now. Like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me your town and what you saw this week. Your first-hand reports help everyone know what's happening. If you are in the Southeast and feel unsafe, call local emergency numbers and reach out to trusted community leaders. When you write in the comments, tell me whether you want an analysis of the legal case in Finland, the security picture in each Southeast state, or the economic cost of sit-at-home orders. I'll make that the next video. Also, if you want more updates right now, type continue below, and I will keep going with fresh facts, reactions, and what to expect next. Once more, please like this video and subscribe if you found this helpful. Share it with family and friends so they also know what's happening. Stay safe, stay calm, and I will keep watching the story and bringing it to you. If you want me to continue now, type continue, and I'll go deeper into reactions from specific states, government statements, and fact checks of viral claims.